Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed up with the same news, no channel to use. Cruise control mentalities, here we offer you. We gon' show you a new way. The content, it never strays from positive and uplifting. Once a week, the scope gifted. With the presence of your eyes, what a distraction. Beautiful to soul, especially in action. This year not ration, came in abundance. Films like in Sundance, tech like the pop art. Tachi Queen, you are Curtis, a beast heart. You must carry, cause MCs they all vary. And seldom do they motivate. World full of hate, we serve a hope on a plate across different platforms. Let's hear a buffet, hydration like Boucher. Don't focus on a day, we always here for you. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge and conversations, go make them yours. What we run is Olympic, not your hands on the torch. Take it easy like Sundays on the porch. MediaScope when you emotionally broke. Settle in our knowledge.
Welcome to the livest media tech and pop culture party in the land, or anybody's land. This is MediaScope, all things media tech and pop culture. We do this every week, 6 p.m. Eastern time on a whole plethora of platforms that we will get to very soon. Who am I? You want to know who I am? I'm about to tell you. My name is Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, also a journalist, and you guys are here too. Good to see you all. Yay. So as you all come in, welcome, welcome, welcome. I will give you the hug as we come in. It's you guys, myself, and a one MC Curtis behind the scenes. MC, what's going on?
Hey, what's happening?
What's happening with you?
I didn't get my nap today.
Oh, so are we going to have a cranky afternoon because you didn't get your nap? I'm very scared. So, okay, anything that befalls us is because you didn't get your nap. This I already know.
Yeah, those naps are important.
Do you take a nap every day?
No, I don't take a nap every day. Sometimes because I get up early in the morning.
Or you're coming back early in the morning. Is that what? Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
I get up early in the morning and I come back early.
In the morning. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And so you take a nap basically. You take a nap on the couch. Is that what you do? You just kind of plop yourself on the couch? That's what I imagine.
No, I actually get into bed.
Oh, you get back in bed.
Yeah. Well, sometimes
I hope not with street clothes.
Well, sometimes no, I put my pajamas on.
Right, but the clothes that you've been out with, that's what you just plop yourself into bed with?
No. I was saying I get in my pajamas.
Oh, you put your pajamas on. Okay, that's what I'm saying. You're like, good night, back to pajamas. All right. Yeah. Wow. Well, that's a good thing. So welcome to everybody near and far. What are you laughing at now, huh?
No, nothing. Just went on this tangent about my nap.
Yeah, that certainly was a tangent. But when has that ever stopped us before? It never has before. So it is what it is. But other than that, you're doing good?
Yeah, I'm doing great.
All right, good. How's dancing?
It's good.
It doesn't sound good, but I'm sure there's a story behind it that we don't want to hear. Anyway.
Yeah, the owners say they're not getting enough business.
Okay.
It's always something.
Even after you bought your gold boots.
Just always something.
It's always something. Wow. Well, hopefully this will be worth your while today. And the fact that you didn't take a nap will not impede your ability to run this show properly, sir.
And I just refuse to go down on my prices too. So that's the other piece.
Oh, once you go down, you can never come back up. So, yeah, there you shall stay, sir. Anyway, and it's interesting because we have a story about that kind of today, going down to there. That's where you'll stay. So we'll get into that whole conversation a little bit later. But before we do, how about we greet all the places that are watching us? Those of you that are watching on or watching, there's no H there, but I'm going to put one there. Those of you that are watching on Facebook, welcome, or Bookface. Thank you so much for being here. Welcome. If you are watching us on Twitch, you're a Twitcher. Hey, what's going on, Twitch? Thank you for being here. If you are watching us, Twitcher, yeah.
I'm a Twitcher.
I don't know what the term is for people who watch Twitch. Is it Twitcher?
You're a Twitch. He's a Twitch. Everybody's a Twitch.
Wouldn't you like to be a Twitcher too? Is that what you were about to say?
I'd like to be a Twitch too.
You and your bootleg Dr. Pepper commercial from the 70s. Anyway,
it was Dr. Pepper.
It was Dr. Pepper from back in the day. That was back when they were really, because are there jingles now that you could think about for commercials? I can't, because they're so quick now. But just like the intros to shows, so like sitcoms, think of like Family Ties, think of the Jeffersons, all of those. They had whole songs that we could sing, right? Absolutely. Now they just cut to the show. They even cut off the credits, if you think about it, right? They just condense the credits in the corner, so you can't even really see who worked on it.
Right. Yeah, the one comes to mind now is the Gloria Vanderbilt. She's got the look. I want to know better.
That's Jordache.
No. That's
Jordache.
I think it's
Gloria Vanderbilt. No,
Are you sure?
I am one. I am the TV addict here. You don't even watch TV. I'm telling you. Look. I can tell you. You've got the look. I want to know better. You've got the look that's all together, working, playing day or night. Jordache has the look that's right. The Jordache look.
Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. Okay. But yeah, whatever.
Maybe I didn't learn anything in school, but I learned that. Okay. Gloria Vanderbilt had what's the model? The model that was she was like the spokesperson for them. I can't remember now.
Was it Brooke Shields?
But
was it Brooke Shields?
Brooke Shields, yes, that was Gloria Vanderbilt.
Okay.
DS is here. Welcome, DS, our good friend from YouTube. What's up? That always has the great questions. Look, whenever I have a guest on, you have to be there, DS, because look, there's not much I have to do. I'm just like, oh, and we have a question from DS because he asked all the great questions. Fantastic. And DS also gives
fraud or not.
What happened?
I said he asked those questions. They're all the right questions to find out if they're a fraud or not.
I would never bring a fraud on. Never.
Not intentionally.
Even unintentionally. I do that much research.
But with DS's questions, yeah, he's like...
Well, he gives you a shout out despite your debauchery. And also, we've got After Dark with Johnny Ray here. He says the Dr. Pepper guy was the werewolf dude. I don't know which Dr. Pepper guy. I just remember the commercial, the song to the commercial. Wait a minute. They were dancing, weren't they?
Yeah.
Okay, I think so. I think I kind of remember that, but I don't remember the face so much. Fantastic. So welcome, Johnny Ray.
The Dr. Pepper commercial with the guy that was like what Prince. It reminds me of Prince, but that's new. That's newer. The small one that reminds you of Prince. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
That's hilarious.
And he had gold boots on. Is that where you got your inspiration, MC? Tell the truth.
No, not him, but yeah, just that's what they like to see.
I was talking about the old school Dr. Pepper. Remember, I'm a TV addict from back in the day. So even when I was little, like I remember all the jingles from. This is why nobody wins when we play games that have to do. What happened?
You remember the Kool-Aid commercial?
Which one? Hey, Kool-Aider. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And he would bustle. Of course I do. Look, some of these commercials were better than the shows.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Absolutely. And that's when Super Bowl commercials were like Super Bowl commercials.
Hmm.
Now I'm like, oh, I don't know what this nonsense is. Jasmine Graham is here and she greets the MediaScope Massive. What is up, Jasmine? Good to see you, folks. I didn't give a hug. Here is the hug. I am appreciating you being here, not doing what you're supposed to be doing because you're hanging out with us. That we always applaud. Always hang out with us instead of doing your work.
Neglecting your responsibilities and hanging out with us.
Neglect your responsibilities. Yes. Shirk the system. That's what we're talking about. Yes. Thank you for doing that. We appreciate you. Well, you know what? We probably should get right into it if I would say so. Don't you think?
Let's do it.
All right, let's have the intro, please. All right. Well, let's talk a little bit about Disney and Disney Plus, something I don't have that I'm not going to have unless there's a free trial. You look, I don't even have to pretend or play with you all. You know that I am not. There's so much content out there that unless you are offering something that is superb that I can't live without, I can live without you and I can show you. No problem. So this is going to Disney Plus Disney has launched an e-commerce offering for the streaming subscribers. So if you have Disney Plus, this is for you. Listen up. Écoutez. Listen. Anonymity. This is for you if you have Disney Plus. So this is actually their first big push into e-commerce for the streaming service. And this is actually following a report in September saying that they were trying to do Amazon-style membership program. Look, Amazon is the perfect storm of content plus commerce. Everybody wants that. Everybody, and it's scary for people because before, well, okay, if we think about it, they had kind of always been, they've been commerce, but they were content in a way because they started as a bookseller, right?
Right.
It's commerce, but that's still content and it's still media. So they had always kind of been in the content game. Now they're more solidly in it. When they launched Amazon Prime Video, which was formerly just Amazon Prime, this is what people said, oh boy, you own the world in terms of commerce and now you have content. So everybody's trying to get into this e-commerce game, right? Disney included. So they launched a pilot program. Right now it's just a pilot program and it's in the US where subscribers have special access to Disney merchandise. Yay! Who doesn't want another Mickey Mouse shirt? Anyway, I just have to put this out there because Jasmine Graham says, I'm definitely not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And we applaud you. We applaud you for that. Terry Johnson online is here. What's up, Terry Johnson, the assistant queen of food truckery? And Diaz said at some point he would like to hear my thoughts on Twitter. Oh, don't worry. The some point is today. Some point is soon. It is coming. You think I was going to leave you all hanging? Do you think we would not talk about Elon Musk or Twitter or anything else? I just have to tease you first. But the some point has come, my friend Diaz. Absolutely. And so DTWS comforter and pillow sets. What is DTWS? Let me know, Johnny Ray. I'm trying to. You're coming up with all these 1970s things, and I'm not quite sure. But let me know. I'm interested to know now. So anyway, so you are going to get to those of you who are privy are going to get to buy Doctor Strange merchandise, Black Panther merchandise. Oh, you know what? We'll do it next week. You know I have some Black Panther T-shirts still, right?
No, it wasn't aware.
Yes, I have some official Marvel Black Panther T-shirts, and remember we gave some away when the first Black Panther came out.
Yeah, I did.
Well, in celebration of this next one, I think I have a few. I do have a few left. I have to check on the sizes. We'll do a giveaway. I was going to do it today. I forgot about it. So we'll do it because Black Panther comes out on the 11th. So closer to the 11th, we will do the giveaway because I've got some.
Yeah,
and we haven't done a giveaway in a while. What happened?
Excuse me. I need to be there for the Black Panther 2 on opening day.
Okay, I need you to wear a mask this time. Okay.
So what are you gonna do? You gonna watch it? You gonna go out and watch it?
I don't think I'm going to go. I think I'm going to wait. I did buy a ticket though for our red carpet because I'm in support. Wait, Black
Hmm.
Panther. I'm in support. No, it's right over left. Wakanda forever. I am in support, but I don't think I'm going to go and watch it. What I probably will do is give it to someone and then wait till Black Panther comes on streaming so that I can watch it.
So you just
Oh, Dancing with the Stars. Of
I
course, of
thought
course,
that's
of
what you were
course.
saying too.
Yeah, I was like, I know this, but what? That's right, Dancing with the Stars. And I've actually been to a taping of Dancing with the Stars. Durham Skyrider is here. What is up, Pat? Good to see you. Good
Long
to
time no
see you.
see. You know,
Um, Joaro Gambia said, didn't I win one extra large? Why am I hearing an echo? What was that?
I don't know. I have no
Did you
idea.
touch something?
No, I haven't. Actually, my hands are at my side.
All of a sudden, I heard myself. I was like, what? I was like, stop playing with me, MC. All right,
No,
but
I
no,
haven't touched
it's
anything.
okay. It's gone. Your hands are folded in your lap. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah.
good. So yeah, Joaro Gambian, I thought you may have won one when it came out. That was what, 2019? It must have been 2019. So I think you did win one of them, and I still have some left. And I said, you know what? They're probably going to do a sequel, so we will wait to go ahead and do that. Look who's here, Frazier
Hey,
from
Frazier. What's up?
Edinburgh is here. Welcome, Frazier. Good to see you. I hope you are doing well. And also, our good friend from the tubing of the U, Susan Angles, has come. Wait, there she is. Susan Angles, welcome, my dear. Thank you for being here. And Nadine has arrived. Now the party can start. What's up, folks? Oh, Yolanda Lattimore has popped her head in from the ATL. What's up, Yolanda? Good to see you, the soap maker and body butter maker herself. If you're just joining us, you are joining a party. I'm Tachi, media professor, filmmaker, media content producer, journalist as well. You're here with the MediaScope Massive on MediaScope, all things media, tech, and pop culture. And if you happen to be catching us for the first time on YouTube, we would love it if you became part of the YouTube family. Go ahead and like and subscribe. It would help us out so much because there are a lot of really cool things. And hit the notification bell because there are a lot of cool things that pop up. I did a video on Five Below. I don't know if you saw it, MC, but
I did. I did.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was watching it.
Oh, good. So there are other videos in that series coming. So there's a whole series on tech that you can get to up your video game from Five Below. I mean, for $5, you can't beat it. So I'm just saying. Now, so stay tuned to hear my thoughts on it. But there's one up now that's up on YouTube and everywhere that you consume videos. So yes, it is a party. What happened?
I said Five Below with $10 merchandise. I don't get that.
Well, you don't listen, mon frere. I said in the video that most things are $5 and below, but they do have a premium line called Five Beyond, where some things are 10 and they have a couple of things that are $20. Okay. And I have a couple of those things that I will be reviewing. But if you look at what I talked about was a vlogging kit and it had 4 components in it. Each one of those things are below $5.
Yeah, I watched the video.
You didn't listen though. Sir, apparently you did not listen.
Yeah.
Anyway, Susan Engels, it truly is a party, especially when you're here. And Frazier says, doing well as I can. Yes. So if you let everybody send some good prayers and positive energy to Frazier because he is battling and winning cancer right now. So we definitely want to keep him in our thoughts. Send Frazier some good energy. He has been a media scoper for a while. Wait, where did we meet Frazier? Frazier, where did we all meet? Was it Meerkat or was it Periscope? Or was it Blab? What is that?
That's the cancer being eaten up.
That's what I'm talking about. I approve this message. Okay, there we go. We send that out of you, Fraser, because you are an important part of the MediaScope Massive. So, and thank you for being here. Blab. Okay. Thank you, MC. We get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. See, MC can never just leave well enough alone. He will keep going and going like the Energizer Bunny. So Susan Engels is sending love, Fraser. Jasmine is sending up some positive energy and prayers. We've got some from DS as well. And yeah, absolutely. Curtis just doesn't know how to act. But am I surprised? I'm not. I'm not. So do you see shock on my face? Because I know this is what he does. He does not know how to.
You got to admit that was actually pretty creative.
Yes, the first time. After the 17th time. I'll give you your flowers now. You get one flower. One.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
You take anything you get. So as long as Fraser liked it, that's all that matters. All right. So we're going to keep on going. So again, those of you that are into Disney Plus, have Disney Plus, you are going to be able to get access to merch before the rest of us get it. By my face, you can tell that's not something that is in my sphere of influence because I don't have Disney Plus, but maybe you do. Now, why is this important? Revenue stream for Disney Plus. All right. Despite the fact that subscriptions are up for them, that they have shows that are doing well, this is still another steady revenue stream. Think about it. Merch. Look, people go to Disneyland and Disney World for the merch alone. You already are standing in lines for like 17 million hours before you could get on a ride. So what do? You go around and you buy merch. So people knowing that, it's not the beauty of the rides, because a lot of the rides are actually very kindergarten-ish, right? They have other things, but they're very kindergarten-ish, except for some of the other things, right? So you go there because of the experience. What is part of the experience? The food. I live in Florida, but I have never been to Disney World. As an adult, I feel no push to go. And I've been to Orlando dozens of times since I've moved here, but I feel no push to go and visit Disney World because it's so expensive now.
Don't Floridians get like a discount or something like that?
Even with the discount, yeah, you could get like a season pass. Mm-hmm. But even with that, it's still not cheap.
Jeez. Yeah, I heard it was pretty pricey. I never went.
Yeah, it's pretty, and you have to think about it. Do you go to Disney World? Same thing with Disneyland, right? Do you go to Disney enough to make whatever you would spend on a season pass worth it? I know somebody who lives out in California, and they go to Disney every weekend. Now, part of the thing, part of the thing is that her husband is sick, and they're like trying to make memories and such. So, and that was one of the things they did. So they go every weekend. Mm-hmm. And I guess for them, they find something new every weekend. So for somebody like them, it makes sense. But for me, that I might see, I haven't even gone yet. And I've been here for a little bit and I haven't even gone. So for me, that would be like, I have to drive to Orlando. I have to find some place to stay because now I've done Orlando in one day, like driven up there and driven back the same day. I've done that before. And it's 3 hours from here. So it's done, but it's like after a day of riding and merriment, do you feel like driving back?
We're not trying to get them a sponsor, are we?
They weren't going to sponsor us anyway. So let's not make up a story that doesn't exist, sir. Let's not write a script for a show that will never be made or greenlit, sir.
That's funny.
Let's not plant seeds that will never grow, sir. No, they were not going to sponsor us anyway. So let's see. Didn't I snag the $2.99 a month Disney deal? Was there a $2.99 a month Disney deal? Please tell me where that was. I missed that completely. And look who's here from the Philippines very early in the morning now. Ron TV Metro, sure to cause some trouble. Welcome, Ron. We welcome your brand of trouble. Jay has also joined us. Jay, I love the MediaScope Massive so much. I appreciate those of you that may be new, those of you that have been rocking with us for a while. Thank you for that. We appreciate it. Susan Engel says, I live 5 minutes away. I live 5 minutes away from Disney World and never went inside. See? So you lived in Florida then. It's I have no desire as an adult to do that. Although I've been to things in Florida where people from Disney have spoken, like in different, business capacities, etc. Because Disney is in Orlando area especially is a very big employer. Well, let's not kid ourselves. There's not a whole lot else going on in Orlando, and don't fight me, people from Orlando. Don't come in here and fight me because you'll lose every time.
You're about to get some mail.
They can send it to Disney because send it to Disney because I don't want to hear it. But I mean, really, aside from theme parks, okay, let's be real. This whole, Florida in general is a lot of it is tourism. So it's Orlando in general is theme parks. Yeah, maybe there's some other things there, but the major employer is probably the theme parks. So
what else is there to do?
Things associated with theme parks. And I mean, there's a downtown Disney, which is like, people can go to that. So you don't have to go to the park. Downtown Disney has like, some clubs and some other entertainment for people to go to.
Is there like a Mickey Mouse after hours club or something?
I have no clue. I wouldn't doubt it. If you're looking for a job, MC, the positions have been filled. The positions are all filled. Nadine said there really isn't very much going on there. There's not. I'm sorry, but I can only tell the truth. There's not a lot going on there.
They're actually too far inland. No beach either, right?
Yeah, it's central. Orlando is central Florida, so it's right in the middle. So if you drive, it's about maybe 60 miles or so to get to a beach. I think the closest beach for them is it Cocoa Beach. Somebody tell me the truth because I don't know. That could be a lie. But so they're right in the center of the state. The water that's there, obviously there's water, but it's like inland water, like canals and stuff. So, but they have created like little beaches at some of these Disney resorts, but those are man-made. There are no beaches because it's not on a major body of water. It's not on the Gulf side. It's not on the Atlantic. Right. It's right in the middle. So yeah, that's a no for me. And again, I've been to Orlando. But only for conferences. So Orlando is big for conferences, lots of conference centers there. In fact, one of the conferences was at a Disney resort.
Go figure.
Diaz asked, when they are done with Disney, they could go to Miami for fun. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I really almost feel sorry for them. I'm sorry. I feel badly for you. Joaru Gambian says, I have never been to Disney. Whenever I was right there in Cali and Florida, my parents never took me either. Is that child abuse? You can try and claim that, but I doubt anybody will. My mother wasn't taking us either because we did say, I remember very clearly, I was like, can we go to Disney World? And my mother said, when you grow up and get your own money, then you can go. And now I have no desire to go. So, what you don't have, you don't miss, I guess. So it is what it is. Have you ever been to Disney?
Neither.
Do you feel bad?
No, not at all. But no, not at all.
We're good. And then what the thing is, a lot of us grew up in places like, okay, in the Northeast, and you were Midwest, but like Northeast, there are a lot of theme parks. I don't know. There are a lot of theme parks. So go ahead.
No, sorry about that. Yeah, we actually went to a lot of theme parks as a kid, but not Disneyland or Disney World, but more Six Flags. And I think there was an old or something like that. But yeah, stuff like that.
Exactly. We had actually in driving distance from where we were actually 4 theme parks. So Paramount had Canada's Wonderland, which was like in Canada. There was Darien Lake. There was Fantasy Island. There was another one. And then, there was Six Flags when I lived in DC. So there were so many theme parks that actually had decent rides that I didn't feel like I was missing anything by not going to Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Ron says, if I want to walk around some animated characters, I would just walk in my neighborhood. Exactly. Exactly. And anybody who lives in New York, you could go and see the bootleg Elmos and stuff in Times Square. Voila.
Absolutely.
There you go. There you go. Absolutely. Dia said, I would go to Universal Studios. That looks fun. Yeah, Universal, I think, is they've got so many. So they've got all these different things. And I've been to Universal in LA. So again, I don't, but Universal Studios does look like it's a lot of fun. And Dwaro Gambian said, yeah, you grew up near Cedar Point in Ohio. And you know what? Cedar Point wasn't far from us either. So I guess you could say we had 5. And for you in Chicago, Cedar Point wasn't too far either. So
right. Absolutely.
Yeah. Whatever, Disney. Although if you do want to sponsor us, we're not opposed to. Anyway.
Forget about it now.
It's cool. They were, like I said, they were not going to plant a seed that was not going to grow. No problem. Anyway, let's keep going. Could I have number 2, please, if I could?
Have the Disney representatives knocking on your door.
You got to find me first. Anyway, let's talk about Tubi. Speaking of television, Tubi has posted breathtaking records, apparently the highest total viewing time ever. This is according to, and Tubi is part of Fox. So this is according to Fox's CEO. I keep saying COO, but CEO. So this is an advertising video on demand service. They surpassed the advertising earnings generated by Fox Entertainment.
Wow.
What is this telling us, people?
Jeez.
People are willing to watch commercials.
Absolutely.
People will watch ads. It's a small percentage of people who will subscribe just so they don't have to watch ads. A very small percentage. But people, if it's free, I'll take it. Tubi is free with ads. I'm fine. No problem.
But you know what? This goes back to something you said a little while ago, and I probably more than a few years ago, in regards to the commercials that are placed within the videos or the content that people are watching. This is something that people have been used to for years. And so when you remove it, it's, like you said, you have a few people who are complaining about it, but ideally, the swoop just came in. So ideally.
No, swoop is not here yet.
Yeah, you just put something up.
No, that was Jasmine.
Oh, it was Jasmine? Okay.
That was Jasmine, yeah.
But yeah, ideally people are used to the ads already. And so when you remove them, those complaints are coming from probably a lot less people.
First of all, I don't know who's complaining. First of all, shame on you if you are complaining. Look, who doesn't want free? We have been so used to free content. Well, cable turned the tides a little bit, because remember, in the beginning age of cable, and a lot of you remember this, they were offering content that we could not get from broadcast. So we had channels 2, 4, 6, right? ABC, NBC, CBS, Fox, right? Fox was the new kid on the block that came later in the 80s. And so it was like local, they bought up a lot of local affiliates. So as I remember, for us, it was channel 29 and Fox bought them up. So they were off. There are certain things you could not do or say or show, obviously. And that was the attraction for many people. Plus the fact that this was also the age of music. Look at 1980 MTV debuted music television, and it was a hit. And that was the beginning of the age of the music video. Look, when you went to school the next day, people would be talking about, did you see the new Michael Jackson? Oh, yeah, I saw, because it would be a worldwide premiere, right? And usually it was on the video channels, but what they did for Billie Jean, they did the premiere on, I think it was ABC.
Yes, they did. Absolutely.
Everybody was tuned in to the Billie Jean premiere. And it's like, wait, Billie Jean is coming, because nothing else is on. And if you were on opposite that, forget about your ratings. But they did that. That was the age of the music video. So, now not so. You would think because this is the video age that we would still be the age of the music video. Not so much. people are still producing them, but the reliance on them to sell music is not as great.
That's interesting. I wonder what happened to the music video. I mean, why it doesn't take so much space anymore as it once did. What do you think?
And I would love to know from you all, why do you think video has been killed by the social media star? That's part one. The fact that there's so much content now that there are things competing for our attention with music besides music videos. Nobody has time to, so there's a competition for attention. Number two, the beauty of the music video, in a sense, was that it was almost exclusive. Not too many other people could do it or make it. So maybe you had a band and you had this raggedy video that you did on your Super 8 thing or whatever,
right.
Or your camcorder, your janky camcorder, and so you didn't have the quality. But now anyone can get the quality because it's so much more affordable. So the clamoring for the high quality, now that doesn't mean that everybody who can do it knows how to do it. I'm the first to tell you no, but there's the opportunity to learn to do it well and to do these things yourselves. So I think it's a combination of everybody being able to do it now, so it doesn't hold as special of a place. Plus, there's so much other content that is competing for our attention, but I want to hear from everybody else. Diaz says, I have Hulu. However, Pluto is fantastic. In my opinion, the best. I love Pluto. I can sit there and watch Bob Ross for hours. I'm telling you, because there's a Bob Ross channel, in case you didn't know. And guess who's here? I'm waiting, MC. That's it. We just get the beep this week.
Yeah, she just pulled up.
Okay, thank you. Never mind. So she got stuck in traffic and she was talking to a soror. Well, that soror has cost you your pay for the day, my dear. And I'm just kidding. But she's come ready to work and whipped out the tacos. It is Taco Wednesday. Never here on Tuesdays, always here on Wednesdays. So go ahead and pick up a taco and some wonderful libations. We've got all sorts of wonderful fruity things. And yes, it is happy hour. So pick up a lot of different types of. Oh boy, Serena, up to you. I can't tell you what to do with your food truck.
Why is that commentary necessary?
Why is it necessary? You're making commentary now.
For my drink. I'm saying hi to Serena.
Your high is always loaded with something. So you hear how he says it? It's never a natural, oh, hey, Serena, welcome. It's always, hi, Serena. Almost like, hello, Clarice. That's what it sounds like. So Nadine says she will go ahead and have something. It's cold and rainy. You know what, Serena? Maybe we could get some tea and hot chocolate and coffee specials. So for the people who live, yes, because I've heard in the Pacific Northwest, it is quite cold and it is quite rainy. So let's get some nice warm libations for them. And let's see, Diaz says, I love that I could go back to the 80s and 90s on Pluto. Me too. And they have a ton of the old movies we all loved, not sponsored by them. We wish we were sponsored by them. We wish. Pluto has a lot of great things. I love Pluto. It's really a great facet. It really is. Nadine, you take that up with the proprietor of the food truck. She asks if they get a discount on tacos because the food truck was late. You take that up with Serena. I don't have a horse in this fight.
Nadine, the tacos are already discounted.
They're discounted? What do you mean, sir?
The price is already discounted with alcohol.
So Serena has put up that we have all kinds of things for you. So just put in your order and she will oblige. Jasmine said, I think record labels aren't willing to pay for music videos now. That's number 3. Absolutely. Do you know music videos cost? That is like making a film. It is like making a short film. Good ones are short films. you have to pay for crew. And just because its own a music video may be just the length of a song, no more than 5 minutes, that doesn't mean it takes less effort to produce. So you're right on the money with that, Jasmine. The record labels are not wanting to pay for these things anymore as well. And why would we if we don't know if it's not going to? And then, okay, I'm jumping around. I know, forgive me. But when we look at the record industry and we look at labels, look what has happened to the industry. The way distribution is going now, it is not the traditional way. People are self-distributing and doing all sorts of things, right? So why would record monies pummel more money into something that already there is an issue with them making money, right? So why am I going to spend more if it's not going to have any effect? Go ahead.
So do you think remember Napster back in the day?
I do.
Do you think they helped to change the landscape of the music industry as a whole? Because that's when people were just kind of downloading other people's music, or or even social media altogether. It's just kind of
it's social media altogether. But what Napster did for the music industry is not even for the music industry, it's what they did to the music industry.
Absolutely.
Before you had to buy an entire CD, you didn't have a choice of just buying 1 or 2 songs. So Napster came along and you could file share, right?
Right.
The songs that you wanted and create your own remember burning CDs, your own CD of the songs that you wanted. The music industry didn't like that too much, but rather, see, the thing is, rather than innovate, they litigate. This is what all media does. Instead of changing with what consumers want, they will sue you to pieces to get you to comply to what they have already established. And people are saying, we don't want, let me say in New York, we don't want that, son. We don't want that.
Right.
Son, they don't want that.
Right.
So what Napster did was show the industry how people want to consume their content. It's the songs that I want. I may like 2 songs on an album, and I don't want to be forced to pay $18.99 for an entire album that I don't like. That's what Napster did to the industry. So it wasn't so much the other thing. It was more so it really revealed our preferences for how we consume music content. That's what I think. Ron TV Metro says it's the need for seeing something real rather than produced. That is great. That is great. Absolutely. Absolutely. Are you reading the screen, MC?
Yeah, I'm reading the screen.
I tried to help you. You don't want help. You can only help people who want help.
I don't know what happened.
You can, I do. You could take people, you can't take everyone to the mountaintop with you. Some people, MC, you have to leave at the base of the mountain because they won't let you be great.
Serena, I don't know what happened. There's kind of something buggy or something.
Get your story straight, MC. Remember, I asked you about this. No, because you're not going to drag me down the slippery slope with you. I asked you, and you gave me one answer. Now you're coming up with something else. Y mañana otra cosa.
I'm so thirsty.
You're probably going to stay thirsty. Get your story straight, MC. So DS says this: people don't care to see the music anymore. You can hear it now. When MTV first came out, it was cool to watch. Now with music available through multiple outlets, including YouTube, probably what happened. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, excellent.
Absolutely. Look, I listened to Beyonce's entire album, the new album that came out. I forgot the name of it, but the one that and I have a message on that one, but the one that came out, I listened to the entire thing. The entire thing is on YouTube.
Lemon Drop.
First of all,
I'm joking.
That was the past album and was called Lemonade.
Oh.
This one I can't remember the name of, but Jasmine, since you're a Beehive aficionado, I'm sure you know the name of the album. But yeah, and I need to say this for all of you. I have, and maybe you don't care, but I don't care if you don't care. I am tired of seeing the Cuff It challenge on social media. Is there nothing else you can do?
What's it called?
Cuff It. She has a song called Cuff It, Cuffit. So there's this challenge on social media where everybody's doing the same dance. That's what a challenge is. But my timeline is like inundated with it. I'm like, I am tired. Nobody is changing it up. Some people are changing it up. There's now a reggae version of it. But can you do something with it besides that? I've said too much. What I'm going to do for you all who don't know anything else to do, I'm going to do a Be More because that's enough. It's enough. More Cuff It.
What you should do is do the challenge. Show us how it's done.
I am not doing that challenge because I've had it with that challenge. I refuse.
Yeah, show us how it's done.
No. I'm not going to do the challenge. You know what? Maybe I will and do it differently, but there's going to be no dancing involved. No dancing involved. Joao Gambian, they did charge the expenses, many of them back to the artists, definitely. But that type of thing still cuts out of your bottom line, because if you said that, all right, we're going to take this out of what you've made, that's still coming out of what was brought in for that's still coming out of a budget, right?
Right.
Even if they had a budget for that, it still cuts into it. And the record companies were intent and still are intent in maximizing profits. So if I have to pay for that, still, oh, okay, I thought my earring fell off. No, it didn't. All right. Before Napster is hitting the record button at the right time on a cassette recorder while listening to the radio, remember, the song is on, or you had to sit in front of the radio because you didn't know when the song was coming. There was no such thing as on-demand music. You listen, and when it came on, and then you would be mad because you would be too far away and you wouldn't get the whole song. Or they would talk over the end of it. Hits FM 98.1, Michael Jackson here, and they would talk. Can you just be quiet till the end?
That's hilarious.
Kids today.
Mm-hmm.
You're right on the money with that. Absolutely. Also, Jay says, now you can hear the album on Apple Music and buy only the songs you want. Now, that is a result of Napster, a direct result of Napster. Remember the litigation? I remember this too well. Again, because, this is what I studied, and this is all we talked about in class. We talked about in class. So Napster, because of that, and because of the lawsuits and everything and the litigation, that's actually what caused the rise of Apple Music. Because now people realized there is a market, or iTunes. At the time, it was iTunes. People realize now there is a market for people who want to hear just one song, and they will pay 99 cents or $1.99 for it. They will do that. That was the stupidity of it. Do you know how much money the industry could have made off of it? Because Apple is not the music industry. Well, not yet anyway. They are a third-party provider. If Epic Records, if Columbia, if all these stupid people were thinking, they would have said, you know what? People wanted to, we need to come up with a platform. They would have gotten together with some tech people and come up with an iTunes. But we are reactive and not proactive. And so we cannot be mad at someone for taking an opportunity that you did not see, because in your egotistical manner, you thought you were going to be the way forever.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's good. That's good.
He said that you're dragging me to that bouncy slide. Remember? I'm not going down that slide with him. I am not. And Jasmine is firing you because it is not lemon drop. It was lemonade. DS has also said, I stopped buying CDs many years ago since you can find all the music on YouTube. Absolutely. And you can actually rip the music from YouTube and put onto your computer. Because I mean, I don't even have a CD burner to burn CDs anymore. So I can't do that now because these new computers don't have CD burners anymore. A lot of them. You have to buy the drive separately.
Absolutely. But on Apple, you can also once you rip the music, you can actually download the album art as well.
Yeah, exactly. You could download the art. So you could really do your own thing. Absolutely. And Ron said this is carbon dating you. It is, but that's okay. That's okay. Oh, Real Player. Absolutely. I remember Real Player. Look, this was the early days of Real Player was everything, right? The early days of music and online. Wow. Whew. How very Windows 95 of us. Okay. Let's keep going because we've managed to have a whole conversation about this, and we need to get on to number 3. Could I have number 3, please? So let's talk a little bit about Byron Allen and what he's doing with HBCUs. Now, you all know I am passionate about HBCUs because I am a graduate of the great Howard University. I did go to other schools that were not, or another school that was not an HBCU, but the HBCU is the one that holds my heart. So he has struck a deal with CBS to bring HBCU sports to major broadcast and streaming platforms. Now, this is very important because HBCU sports don't get shine. Mm-hmm. Whenever you see college sports on television, do you see any HBCUs amongst them?
None.
No.
None.
And HBCU sports are, look, the games alone, our bands are superb. Our dance teams and dance lines are superb. The HBCU game is an experience on top of the team, on top of the play. It's the entire experience. How could you not televise the experience? But up until now, they have not. But now Byron Allen is doing that. He is delivering on his promise of amplifying Black excellence with the latest deal that his company just landed. So Allen Media Group is his company, and they gained clearance for a streaming platform called HBCU Go. And they are going to go ahead. It's huge. This is huge.
Huge.
Watch what Byron Allen is like my idol. I absolutely love what Byron Allen does in the I have a lot of idols, but Byron Allen has done so much in terms of his different deals. Amazing. So they're going to broadcast on CBS affiliated duopoly stations. Now, what is a duopoly? A station that runs two different networks. So I did my faculty fellowship for NATP at CBS 4 My 33. So that it housed CBS 4 and also our CBS affiliate and My 33, which was a CW affiliate. That's a duopoly. Okay, in case you didn't know. So that's really good. So it kicked off on December 3rd, and they've secured distribution with group-owned station televisions. Now, station groups own a lot of different television stations around the country. So Nexstar, Gray, these are big television groups too. Cox, Scripps, Tegna, Sinclair, Lockwood, Allen Media Broadcasting, of course, Hearst, Circle City Broadcasting, McKinnon. Those are major broadcasting groups. So if you look at your local broadcast stations, pick any affiliate. They're going to be owned by a broadcast group. Chances are it's going to be Hearst, Sinclair, one of those. He's got deals with all of them. What?
Can you imagine the advertising dollars that's going to be spent around that?
Oh, you will never. You already are there.
Wow,
all of your kin are provided for, Byron Allen. So HBO Go programming is also going to be available over the top on Roku, TV, Amazon Fire, and Apple TV. So we can watch it too.
Good for him. Good job.
Absolutely. So all you have to do is download the HBCU Go app. on one of those, like if you have an over the top, and you will be able to watch that way. Good deal. And I'm not really even a sports person, but I see sports are very important, especially in college, because athletics is what usually brings in money to the school. Just saying.
And then also, it's going to put a lot more eyeballs on the HBCU players, which they commonly would not have that,
Absolutely, and it gives them more of a chance to get into the to professional sports.
Sure.
I was going to say major leagues, but that's just baseball. Yeah. But to get into professional sports, if that's what they wish. So I think kudos. Yeah, absolutely. Sure. Absolutely says nice, and Jay says good for him. Absolutely. Let's see, Joaru Gambian, you could be right. Absolutely. And this is the more thing is that it's great news for HBCUs. It really is great for HBCUs, and I can't wait to see Howard University, because Howard people talk about Howard University everywhere we go. So congrats to you. So let's skip over, that was 4. Let's skip over that. Could I have the Go ahead.
This is 3.
This 3? Is 4. Oh, wow. Okay, this is 4 now. Could we skip over that and go right to the tech segment, please? Oh, boy. So, scrambling. Were your feet up again? Scrambling. Anyway. Wait, let's could I have photo? You know what? I don't even have this open so I can see my photos. I need to do that so I can tell you what number photo it is. But it's one of the several Elon Musk ones I have. We're going to go ahead and get into Musk. I'll tell you which number in just a moment. Forgive me, people. All right, let's have photo 6, please. Do I? This picture is just so comical. No, go back one. Photo 5. And I'll tell you why in a moment. So we're running out of time, and I want us to be able to adequately cover some of these things. All right, so let's talk a little bit about Tesla. Before there was any Twitter news or with Elon, there was Tesla. So allegedly, he offered indie creators for video games, because there is a gaming system inside Teslas. You can play games. So he got in trouble, obviously, because there was a thing that it should be disabled when people are driving, but you could bypass it. So he got in trouble for that. But they were kind of under fire for attempting to give exposure bucks for in-car games. Let me tell you why. So they teamed up with a video game maker Steam to provide a library of 50,000 titles that were playable in Teslas. There is supposedly a game. Well, there is a game called Her Story, and supposedly Tesla wanted to install that. And Sam Barlow is the creator of Her Story. And when he was approached by Tesla to have the game in cars, and he asked how much he was being paid to onboard the game, Tesla said, supposedly, that they denied that compensation was involved for this, and said that he should factor in how much exposure he was getting. The last time I checked, exposure could not be transferred to fiat or dollars to pay for anything.
Right.
This is not Bitcoin.
Exactly.
Exposure coin? No. They didn't even offer to pay in Dogecoin.
Jeez.
They offer to pay in Dogecoin, which you're like, okay, I could get that and transfer that, swap that out. No. So Barlow tweeted about it. And yeah. So I said this so here it is. Her story in a car remains one of the silliest ideas I've heard. The game developer said this. But it turns out that Barlow wasn't the only one that this was done to. Software company Panic published this. Oh, said that the same thing happened to them. So yeah, there's this history of cheapness. So I say this to keep this cheapness in mind. Could I have photo 6 now, please? Let's talk about King Elon and this plan for Twitter Blue. Now, with Twitter Blue, everybody's talking about this. Initially, it was supposed to be $20, right? After burning the stake, burning at the stake, and then torches and pitchforks, it's down to $8 now. But so what this does is it's for the blue check mark, but it's also for Twitter Blue. So really what you're paying for is the check mark. My thing is this: does the check mark hold any credence if you can just pay for it? If it's available to everybody and everybody can pay for it, what's to say that, yeah, I don't know if you're going through the same vetting process, because you had to turn in all this stuff in order to get your blue check mark, right? I don't know now that you can pay for it if you have to go through the same process. Do you know that, Jasmine? You would be the one that knows. I don't know. But he revealed his plan to charge users $8 a month, down from $20. And in a thread on Twitter, he said this, of course, on Twitter: Twitter's current lords and peasant systems for who has or doesn't have a blue checkmark is bull. Power to the people, blue for $8 a month. And I said this on Instagram. If you really care about power to the people, why are you charging the people?
Well, I would say not so much in his defense, but I think that people like to have that, they just like to be separated by something, and so, whether it's worth something or $20, $8 or $5, whatever, that's just how people are. And so I think that that's just going to be a part of just, part of that whole thing there. Because
I agree, but it doesn't mean anything if everybody can get it.
Yeah.
Right now, when we look at something, from a verified account, that doesn't always mean they're telling the truth. No. But we look at a news organization, they have a blue check, it's a verified account. You would think that they are going to do their best to do news fairly and in the right way. You see a celebrity that has a blue check, you know that this is actually them and not some other rando or wackadoo. You know this.
Maybe
but if you can buy it.
But maybe he should have talked more about the vetting process, because, just to put that out there in regards to what people can expect for this $8 an hour or $8 a month. So I think it's more the vetting process that's probably going to be important.
That is going to be important. So let me see. So he says this, that not everybody's going to, they say that not everybody's going to want to pay for the blue check mark when it's currently free and used as a way to distinguish real accounts from fake accounts. And Musk says this: if a paid blue account engages in spam/scam, that account will be suspended. Great. So now you're going to sit there and look for, there's very little you have to do once you've vetted someone with a blue check, right? Now you have to sift through a sea of people who bought a blue check. That's why, like you said, the vetting is going to be important. He says also that the $8 a month subscription will offer additional benefits, including, quote, priorities and replies, mentions and search, which is essential to defeat spam or scam. So are you saying that if I have a blue check, if I contact you, you're going to prioritize me? Okay. Paid users should apply higher in replies, mentions, and searches on Twitter, pushing non-paying users and spam accounts further down. Other perks include the ability to upload longer videos and audio clips, in addition to viewing fewer ads on Twitter. None of this sounds like I want to pay $8 for it. That's me. Some people are so adverse to ads because they use Twitter that much and it would be worth it for them. I can't tell you what to think or whether or not it's worth it for you. You have to make that decision on your own, my friends. So all of this to say is that $8 is nothing but a push to make more money, to make profit. That burnt, scorched earth, singed perfume, and this. He's doing all sorts of things to raise money because he's just spent $44 billion that he really does. When you have $44 billion, you don't really have $44 billion.
Right.
So you don't have $44 billion. So he's doing all sorts of things. And I am not faulting Twitter for wanting to be profitable, but they have not been profitable. I think maybe it's one quarter they've had some meager profits, but on the whole, they have not been profitable. So I'm not blaming them.
I think they should bring their live streaming back and just kind of do something with that.
Well, they still are doing live streaming. You can still live stream to Twitter.
Well, yeah, I'm aware of that, but I'm just saying in regards to just doing something with it, like maybe placing ads within the live streams. So if a person does a 30-minute live stream, there might be ads in it or something similar to like a YouTube.
Yeah. They're going to have to figure that out. They have a mess on their hands they need to figure out, definitely. Diaz says it was a way to deal with the impersonators. I can only imagine the vetting process will still be there. And Ron says it's the same ideas as privilege to those who can afford it. And that, I think, is where my problem lies. Because, people, somebody was saying this about having I think we were talking about it in Yolanda's room in terms of the people, for some people will be a drop in the bucket, to pay $8 a month to keep your check. But there are some people, we're assuming that everybody who has a blue check has money, and that's not the case. Some people are activists, right? Some people are writers. Some people are not money people that are making a whole lot of money. And it's like, if I don't have to spend $8 a month on something, I'm not going to. That's just one more thing, right? So there's that inequity as well. Absolutely. Nadine says she probably will drop Twitter. That's what I want to know. Will you all now, because of the changes, will you all drop Twitter, or are you even using Twitter enough for it to matter? Let me know. Susan already says, I already ended my account. She said, there's my answer. I'm already done. David, what's up? My favorite Bison says, what's sad is some people will pay the $8. Yeah, because it's probably going to be a hassle. If you still want to use Twitter and you've amassed a large community, it will be a hassle to deal with all sorts of people using your name, paying the $8 to get the blue check, and that type of debauchery. So some people will say it's just cheaper for me to just pay the $8. And this is what I think Twitter is banking on. But they are giving you some extra features. For me, it's not enough, but for somebody else, it may be. And Ron said he never really understood the appeal of Twitter. A lot of it has been developed as the news tool. And a lot of journalists, a lot of news agencies, that is the tool of choice, the Twitter. And I really actually do like the concept of Twitter. Do I necessarily like what's going on with it now? No, because I think it's going to change the trajectory of what used to be and could still be a very useful application. Jasmine said she'll probably end up deleting the account because she doesn't use it anyway. And you don't like that you have to pay to edit. Yeah. Why? Twitter is the Spirit Airlines of the social media world.
Not Spirit. Oh, no.
Spirit. They charge you to breathe.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
If you want me to look you in the eye as a flight attendant, that'll be an extra $10.
Eye contact.
Eye contact is $10. Because now, don't they also charge you for they charge you for carry-on luggage. But if you can fit it under your seat, you don't get charged.
No.
Oh, wait, do they charge for under the seat now too?
Yeah. You can only have one item. So whatever you're carrying has to fit into that one bag. So any additional bag aside from a woman's purse or it has to go under the seat. Or, I mean, you're going to have an additional charge.
Well, this is the way it was because they were charging you to put it in the overhead bin. But if it was under the seat, you didn't get charged.
Oh, okay. Okay.
That's the way it was. I don't know if it's changed, but Twitter sponsored by Spirit. I'm convinced you're getting your advice from Spirit Airlines. Yes, eye contact $10. I can't. Maybe you know what, but some of you all like Spirit out there, and that is your low cost carrier of choice. Don't say that now we're not going to get a sponsorship because they don't have an ad budget. So be quiet.
I could tell you there was a bidding war over them not long ago. Frontier Airlines and JetBlue.
Yeah. And I actually like JetBlue. I fly JetBlue a lot.
Somebody wanted them.
No, somebody did. Somebody did want that. I flew Spirit 2 times, just twice. The first time was cool because I flew it to the Bahamas. It was like the first time they started flying there. That was fine. The second time, I was going to a wedding. My luggage didn't come until later, so I had to actually end up staying in Atlanta, and it was in Columbus because I was like, if I leave, who knows what's going to happen? Right, and my friend was like, you need to go ahead and come. I said, nope, because if I leave it, I can't trust them to bring it to Columbus. I'm staying right here unfortunately, I will be missing event number 1. So, but yeah, that's Spirit. Anyway, the food truck is back. Fantastic. Get some comfort food. Soul Food and Caribbean plates, 50% off tonight. Oh, and look who is here. Sab. What's up, Sab Jackson from Brown Versations? Good to see you, my dear. Thank you for being here. All right, so that's what's happening. If you all decide you want to pay $8, have at it. I'm not saying don't, but I think it's going to be a hard sell, and they need to flush that program out much more before they release it to the masses. I don't like the idea of not only the $8 being the defining line between who has a blue check and who doesn't, but also the fact that anybody who can come up with the $8 can cause some debauchery with it. And you could say, oh, well, you'll be kicked off.
Right.
Anyway.
They need some more agreements, different, maybe with, the NFL or something, it's different kind of media agreements or something.
Well, Twitter did. Remember, they had the rights to Thursday night football.
Yes, I do. Mm-hmm.
Amazon has it now, but they did have the rights to broadcast Thursday night football. And I don't think it was exclusive because nobody's going to sit there and watch Twitter for their game, but they did have rights to Thursday night football. And that was their attempt, plus some other major league sports. It wasn't just football. They had like baseball, soccer, the major teams, major league teams, they had agreements with. But I don't think that was enough to draw people to an app that already has a view of, people use it for 120 characters, right? Or 240 now. At the time it was 120. I don't think that was enough of a draw to keep people on Twitter. Anyway. Sab says that she thinks they're going to hemorrhage advertising on Twitter until he's gone.
Interesting.
If that's their strategy, it just may work. And Susan thinks it was JetBlue. And yeah, I think you're correct in terms of the acquisition. I wanted to acquire Spirit. But let's do 3 more stories, and I'm going to let you all go because I know I want to keep the show to an hour, but it never works. It never works because we have such good conversations. So could I have the next one, please? So this should be photo 7?
Correct.
Yeah. All right. Oh, well, look at this. Elon Musk may want to revive Vine.
Interesting.
So there is talk and twitterings of the revival of the app. If you remember, it shuttered in 2016. It was an app. I mean, it could have been TikTok. 6-second videos. People told amazing stories in 6 seconds, I have to say. Then Twitter acquired it and they bungled the whole thing and it closed. So for many, as I said, Vine was the original TikTok. And really, that was the app that really started the short form video conversation. I remember so well, that was the beginning too of like influencer marketing. I remember seeing a lot of things for Starbucks, 6-second ads for Starbucks, 6 seconds. I mean, Vine should be where TikTok is now. But this could be the reason that there's talk of Elon reviving Vine. That could be a competitor to TikTok. We'll see.
Yeah, that's going to be very interesting. What do you think? You think that if he revives it, it could give TikTok a run for their money?
I don't know that he understands the space enough, or anybody there understands the space enough to really give Vine a chance now. Not that it can't, but knowing, look what he's doing with Twitter.
Look at all these smart people he's hired. What the heck? Why doesn't anybody know anything? Because if it was such a hit at one time and they were absolutely aware of that, that means they could probably implement some of the things they were already doing with Vine.
That's true. But let me tell you, someone who worked with Vine, Sarah Bagpour, said this on Twitter. Some free advice from someone who worked at Vine and also led the shutdown of Vine. This code is 6+ years old. Some of it is 10+ years old. You don't want to look there. If you want to revive Vine, you should start over.
Wow.
This is from someone who worked on Vine. But you know what? If again, they're going to have to start from scratch. Call it Vine 2.
I think it actually could be something, though. That could be very interesting, though, if they were to start over.
Yeah, I'm not debating that it could. I think that it could, with the right team, with the right coding, with attracting the right audience, it could be something. And I think, again, that's what Elon is looking at. I don't know. Same thing with Zuckerberg. Nobody wants other platforms that overshadow them. They want to be the best. And so in doing that, they're looking at how can we get some of this? And the whole thing is they already had Vine. So it would just be a whole thing of not just reviving, but redoing it. Claude is here. What's up, Claude? Yay. Welcome. And Ron says that Elon will revive MySpace next. I think Tom will have a big problem with that. And Sab said that she did like Vine. And I watched Vines. I never created Vines myself, but I did enjoy watching them. Yeah. So, light bulb? I think so. I think it's a good idea. Did Vine have ads? From what I remember, I don't think they had direct. I don't remember ads. I remember the influencer marketing. So brands would work with, and this was actually before the age really of the influencer, but brands would work with influencers or creators on Vine, and they would create things there. So I don't think they had traditional ads. I don't remember seeing that, but they did have influencer marketing. All right. Jerome Skywriter said, call it vinyl. That is an excellent idea.
It really is. I like that.
You should have sold it to them instead of telling us. Claude said, where did I put those Prodigy and AOL CD discs? Hopefully in the garbage. Hopefully in the garbage. All right, let's do one more. And then, you know what? Since we are, and I will put the others in my feed because it's already 7:20. So let's do one more. Could I have the final story? And I did talk about this already on IG, but not everybody heard. So let me have the last photo, please. Now, this came out a couple of weeks ago, and I didn't have a chance to talk about it. But if you like the essence of burnt, then you'll love this perfume. And let me preface it by saying, could I have the intro to pop culture, please? Today on What the Hell Is This? Elon Musk launched a perfume called Burnt Hair to help pay for the Twitter deal. It's real. This is not a joke. So, 44 billion is quite a bit. I have to make the money somewhere. Why not make a perfume that smells like singed hair? And it's being sold under one of his other ventures, the Boring Company, that did the flamethrower and all of these other things. Yeah. So it's being launched under that. And it's called Burnt Hair by Singed. So the scent, let me describe, before you sigh, let me tell you what the scent is like. It's being described as the essence of repugnant desire. Repugnant desire. Repugnant desire. Repugnant desire. So the description that according to Taxi is that it smells like similar to when you lean over a candle. He said that it was only natural that he go down the fragrance route. Each bottle, for those of you that can't wait to smell like burnt hair, is $100, and it will begin shipping in the first quarter of next year. And you think nobody wants this? 10,000 people do, because they've already sold 10,000 bottles of this perfume.
Really?
10,000 bottles of singed, burnt charcoal essence of scorched earth hair. But the thing is, people will, if he makes it, they'll come. Remember the flamethrowers I was talking about? The flamethrowers were $500 each. Do you know how much money he made off of that? $10 million. He made $10 million off of the flamethrowers. Now that's a far cry from 44 billion. But the fact is, if he launches something, people will buy it.
Wow. The description in itself was not very desirable.
I don't want to smell like burnt hair. And to be honest, this bottle is not appealing either. It looks like one of those cheapo things on the front of those romance books.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's what it looks like. Like one of those the heroine spraying herself with the cheap perfume. That's what it looks like. It's not appealing. It doesn't look expensive. And $100 is not cheap for perfume. So,
yeah, it looks like it's got some tones of cinnamon in it as well.
Claude said Aqua Velva and Old Spice for me. Sab says yuck. Terry Johnson says Musk has a lot of fanboys apparently. Yes, absolutely. And Ron said I would rather get Chanel No. 2. And I don't like Chanel No. 2. It's too strong for me. Oh, wait. Chanel No. 2, not No. 5. Yeah, No. 2. But Chanel No. 5 is too strong for me. So, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm thinking red hot candies. Remember the red hot candies with the cinnamon?
I do. But would you want to smell like I like cinnamon candies.
Yeah.
But I don't like the scent for do you see what DS says?
Yeah, I see that.
Well, Gwyneth Paltrow has a repugnant candle, so I'm not surprised. Serena is done. I want somebody to come out with a perfume called Dessert. That sounds pleasant. Was that her screeching away? We need to right. Claude Diamond, a sucker is born every minute. P.T. Barnum said that. Absolutely. And he says, no thanks. I'm staying with Versace. Were you one of the ones that wore cool water back in the day? Tell the truth.
I did. Yeah, I liked cool water.
That was a thing that men liked for some reason.
Yeah.
Cool water, and in Aqua de Joe. While Gerardo Gambian likes red hots and hot tamales, he's got plenty of them at home and does not want them in his. Yeah, it does look like red hots. It's Harlequin romance perfume. That's what it looks like. Cheap Harlequin romance perfume. Anybody who wants this, you could go ahead, I'm sure, to the Boring Company website and order it just for kicks. Maybe it'll be a collector's item because who knows? Definitely. All right. It is 7.
What would you think? What would you think the caption would read on top of that? If that was a Harlequin romance, the caption, there's the bottle and some kind of text on top of it.
You mean the actual title of the book?
Mm-hmm. With that bottle of perfume as a front cover. Give it a caption.
Oh, that's a good one. You all do this too. Let's see. The Spice is Right. Like The Price is Right. The Spice is Right. I don't know. I know the byline would be Red Hot Romance, but we need the actual title of the book. So it would be title : Red Hot Romance. But I don't know what the title would be.
How about Flaming Hot? Like,
that just sounds awful. It sounds like burnt hot dogs. That's it, burnt hot dogs. Serena Wills also wants to remind you that we here at the MediaScope food truck do not sell anything that is burnt. Look, now, I do like burnt hot dogs when I ate like hot dogs.
You mean like on a grill burnt?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, those are actually pretty good.
Because to me, it's not done if it's not like burnt. Even though it's already technically cooked, I need to see it charred. I like char. Sab says, me too. Ha! Wait, you win, Ron. The scent of regret.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a really good one.
You win. You win.
That's a good one.
Can we have a sound, the clapping African, something for him? Because he wins. Yes. You win. Wow. Okay, well, it's 7:30 on the dot. We have stayed here for a full 90 minutes, and I hope we all enjoyed it. Oh, gosh. Not borscht. Not borscht. Or MediaScope Eau de Cologne made with imported beets. Oh, my gosh. No.
That's hilarious.
On that, we need to get out of here because the debauchery will continue. Folks, you all make my Wednesdays. Wednesdays rock because of you. MC Curtis will tell you I dedicate all day Wednesday to preparing things for you because I know that you're going to enjoy it and learn at the same time. So thank you for being a part of the card-carrying members of the MediaScope Massive. I think next week we will do a giveaway. I have some Black Panther shirts since Wakanda Forever is going to debut on the 11th. MC, any final words?
Great show. Great show.
Great show for you too, and great show for all of you because you all are characters in this show, in case you didn't know. Love you for watching. Bid you adieu. You guys, myself, Borscht, and Harlequin romance perfume. What is it? The scent of regret.
Yeah.
Let the scent of regret. Let us all exit stage left. Until next week, cheers. I hide.
Yeah, Close the doors, walk across the corridor. We got something to show you. Media is our repertoire. Fed with the same